Hey, good morning, friends. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my YouTube channel. It's Monday morning. I am your tarot fairy godmother. See, that's what the sign says, and it's true. So every Monday, or almost every Monday, we come here to do 3 cards for the collective for the week forward, and then individual cards for those who request it. I see we do have quite a few people here already putting in their requests, and that's exactly what I would like you to do. If you are with us live, and I do appreciate you being here, please do put in your request for a card, and I will do them in the order in which I see them. And yes, we are starting a little bit late today. I worked late last night, and so the boss, that would be me, said I could come in just a little late today. It's nice when you work for yourself. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. And if you are watching the replay, thank you for being here as well. I won't be able to do a single card for you, but the thing is, when we do readings in groups, whether you're waiting for your card or you're just watching the replay, sometimes you'll hear something that resonates for you. And you'll say, oh man, that makes sense to me too. And, the whole thing about, well, if you're hearing it, it's for you. You can take that too far. One needs to apply a certain amount of logic and nuanced thinking to these sorts of things. And a lot of times people don't. I could rant about this, but I think collective readings do have value. And the key is you have to be able to sort of use your nuanced thinking and your own ability to discern truth to say, is this a message for me now in this time? And just like with all intuition, it can't be based on your fear. It can't be based on your desire. It has to be something that you come at from that place of compassionate detachment. So, is there wisdom in collective readings? Yes. Is there wisdom in just what you sort of hear when I'm reading for other people that resonates? Yes. Is it the same as sitting with a reader and doing an hour-long reading, just you and them? Heck no. And is it going to be an answer to every question? Heck no. So that was my little rant there. All right. I want to remind you, we have a class coming up tomorrow evening. I am so excited. We're doing tarot as a tool for self-care. It will be 7 p.m. for everybody. You can be, you just have to have a YouTube account. You don't have to be a member. Everybody is welcome. The link is already up. You can join us live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can watch the replay. But I hope that you will join us. It's an important topic and one of my favorite topics. So I'm very, very excited for that class. All right, let us get going with some readings. And I cracked out my Mystic Mondays for today. It's a fun deck, right? All right, let's do 3 cards for the collective. And then we'll do the individual requests. All right. This is one of those decks that you really don't riffle because the gilded edges. I've learned that. But you can still get a good shuffle. All right. 3 cards for the week ahead. And we know that this is a significant week for those who celebrate Easter. This is Holy Week. So let's see what we got going on here. First card, the 6 of Swords reversed. Friends. When I see the 6 of Swords reversed, what I think about is a lack of logic, a lack of moving forward, a lack of discernment. And so when you see that going on around you, you're like, what do you do with that? How do you get people to think in a more critical way? How do you get people to think in a more nuanced way? It is not easy. But we can all be responsible for our own logical thinking. And I do not believe that there's a disconnect between logical thinking and spiritual thinking. In fact, quite the opposite. But I also think that if we let go of our logic and dive into spirituality without logic, we miss spirituality and move right on to superstition, which can be fun to practice, but is not what you want to base your actual spiritual thoughts on. So this week, pay attention to logic, because there's not going to be enough of it in the world this week. Holy cannoli. Okay. Ace of Swords. You know what else there's not going to be enough of? Truth. Man, did everyone just take a stupid pill? What the actual? So, this may be, oh, right. Is it Passover this week, Genie? I know Passover and Easter are at a similar time, but I'm not sure when was or is the first day of Passover. This I do not know, but I know it's right in here. So again, a good celebration to all who celebrate. All right. And speaking of celebration, it's Raquel's birthday. Yay! Martha says, the world is messed up. It is. Okay. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. So that's cool. That's cool. I know it's all connected. I know it's all connected to the full moon after the vernal equinox. That I know. Martha believes Passover starts on the 22nd. All right. So, we really need to pay attention to our own integrity, to our own logic, to our own, do the right thing, do the smart thing, even if you're tempted not to. That's really the key. I just wrote a blog post about angels and devils. You can read it on my blog, on my website. And I talked about the shoulder angel, that sits on one shoulder, and then the shoulder devil on the other shoulder. So this week, your shoulder devil is going to be trying to get you to get away with things, trying to get you to be sneaky, trying to get you to believe ridiculous stuff. Don't let it happen. Be smart. Seriously. And here we go. Redemption. The Two of Wands. Everything that's going on in the world and everything we may be dealing with in our own personal lives creates an opportunity for reformation, creates an opportunity for manifestation. And so we need to turn our attention, each one of us as individuals and as a collective, to what is it that you really want? What is it that you really want to be? How do you want to show up in the world? And what do you want to manifest? The power is here to manifest what you would like in this life. And the difficulties are those who would tell you that you don't have that power, or you yourself telling you, giving you those limitations. So let there be logic, but let there be no limitation. Let there be integrity. Let there be intelligence as you plan your way forward and believe in what you will manifest through your hard work, through your vision, and through your energy. How about that? Jeannie, thank you. Passover starts on the 15th, so this Friday, and ends on the 23rd. Very good. A spiritual time for many. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Yes, that really is this week. Passover is falling like right. It is right on top of Passover and Easter, right on top of each other this year. So that's kind of cool. All right. And it's interesting, if we interpret those three cards in the context of the reflection of either the mythology around Passover or the mythology around Easter, there are some similar themes there about where the light is, about where truth is, about how to stay true to ourselves and to our commitments. There's some similar themes there, and what we put our faith in, and what that results in. I could talk about that for a long time, but I won't, because Martha, Alexa misinforms me. Yeah, man, she can be so smart, and I talk to her all the time. But sometimes she comes up with weird stuff. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we talked about this at our tarot group yesterday, too. Horse Van Done, excuse me. Tomorrow's conjunction between Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. We did a tarot exercise around that yesterday at our tarot group. Of course, Pisces being the moon, Jupiter being the wheel of fortune, and Neptune being the hanged man, and sort of looked at what that could all mean. Doesn't happen but every 12 years. Super spiritual and sublime love energy. Class is perfectly timed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, lots going on. And the thing is, all the energy that's flying around, however you see it, is an opportunity for truth, is an opportunity for healing, is an opportunity for manifestation. We just have to use it that way. All right, so let's get to the requests. And the first one I see is Genie Mnuchin. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for the week for you. Oh, this is so nice. The Two of Cups. Genie, couple things. This week, you may find yourself in conversation or working with or collaborating with some really amazing people. The partnerships that you are building are really going to work. You may find yourself thinking about new partnerships, and this is not necessarily romantic. I'm thinking for you right now, more creative and community. And this really shows up in a very, very positive way. Whether you'll actually be meeting or talking to these people this week or just working on some projects, one way or the other, this says to me that you're really creating something solid and beautiful in the partnerships that you are creating right now for your creative community. Now, I would be remiss if I did not say that this is also a card of romance. And that might be that you'll meet someone special this week. It might be that the energy is being set up for that further down the road. So in that lovely. All right. Very good. Smile Soul 20. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Smile Soul 20, the moon reversed. So that's a really interesting thing. And it kind of goes back to the same message as the 3-card weekly reading, but a little more personal and directed toward you. Beware of other people's BS. And react to it appropriately. If you call them out on it, that probably isn't going to help. But if you're aware of it and work around it, that probably will help. So be strategic about other people's BS. How about that? Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The Princess of Swords, which would be like the Page of Swords reversed. Claire, I feel like this week you are still hung on the horns of the dilemma. You are still, trying to figure out your ways forward and what that's going to look like. And this goes back again to the poignant truth of our 3-card weekly reading. Like, where do you trust yourself? And that could be a whole interpretation of the 3 cards that we pulled for everybody. And that really is driven home for me, reading for you with this Page of Swords reversed. Where do you trust yourself, number 1? And number 2, in gathering with family, to be careful about how you communicate, because you do have a very different communication style than much of your family. So be aware of that. All right. Marion Newberry, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for the week, most certainly. Knight of Wands. So this week you may be traveling. You may be planning an exciting trip. You may be working on a creative project or a spiritual journey. So this could be a really great week for you, either in the planning or execution of something that involves travel, creativity, spirituality, maybe athletics, maybe all of the above. One way or the other, it's a sure sign that spring is here and you will have some opportunity to have some fun. All right. Jake, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Jake, you get the Queen of Swords. So, again, this whole theme of being in your truth, knowing your truth, speaking your truth, trusting your truth, and expressing your truth. And that's kind of a theme for all of us, but it's sure, boy howdy, it's a theme for you. And I think something you've been working on over time anyway. So continue to do so this week. Hey, Morgan, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Wow, see the swords energy. And this is such a good lesson because a lot of time tarotists will think about the illustrations on the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and say, I don't like the swords. But the reality is the swords are so necessary because truth, communication, integrity, technology, these are all things of the swords, and the swords are necessary for this reason, all things of the element of air. So for you, Morgan, again, the same message that has been the collective message about knowing your truth, but you this week have some opportunity to be a leader. Not only to know your truth, but to speak your truth in a way that influences and helps others. And so think about this week and over time, the ways that you are and will be a leader that leads from a place of truth and intelligence. All right. Hey, Nalini, nice to see you. Nalini's emoji game is strong today. Woohoo! Here we go. This was one of the cards in the 3-card weekly reading, still reversed, 6 of Swords. But for you, Nalini, I think there's some sense of feeling stuck. In general, but maybe it's specific to this week, or maybe it's culminating this week, whether it's stuck in your feelings, stuck in what you've told yourself is true that isn't true, stuck in not trusting your own logic, stuck in other people, either in real time or voices in your head. I don't mean that in a mentally ill way. I mean that in a tapes from people, things people have said to you way. Now, all that could be kind of stuck in your head and playing over and over again and keeping you stuck. So I think that's something you want to think about and work on this week. Okay, Diana Price, nice to see you. Glad you're a member again. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Diana. The Ace of Cups reversed. This is a card we'd much rather see upright, for sure. I think this week it is really important for you, like you've been in a place where you've had to be very sort of defensive, not inappropriately, because there were a lot of people around you who should have been loving towards you who were not. Do not carry the pain of that, release the pain of that. And I think starting this week, you have the opportunity to find and be with people who will treat you in a loving way and who will be worthy of your love and respect. All right, Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Hey, Von Ray, you get the Emperor. So this week, really pay attention. And I'm sure you'll get like some days off work because of the holiday. But while you're at work, be at work. And pay attention to sort of shining in the workplace. Also, living in a new space, being in a new community, pay attention to kind of getting to know people and being in that community. And if you gather with your family for the holiday, enjoy being part of that community as well. So there is this sense, and there may be other things too. It may be the writers' community. It may be the tarot community. Recognize all the different communities of which you are a part and enjoy that connection. Martha, my friend. Martha, I'm hoping to see you when I am in the Northeast. I'll be there. Northeastern folks, listen. May 26th through June 5th. And I hope to see a lot of you during that time. Okay. Martha, Martha. Here's a card for you. Temperance. What a beautiful card. Temperance reminds you to be patient. It reminds you that nothing in life is perfect. But with patience, with creativity, with caution, you find the right solutions. You find the right combinations, the right blends, the right ways of making things work. And in that, you find a certain calm and balance in your own mind and heart. Now, I also recognize that you are a pastor during Holy Week. So this is one of your busiest work weeks, and I do recognize that. But just be patient, be creative, and recognize the spiritual power of the work that you do. And recognize that, I know sometimes it feels like there's a disconnect between your spiritual life and your mundane life. But recognize that these two things blend and can blend in a way that is helpful to everyone. Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Hey, you're the second one to get this. Pamela's Insight. Page or Princess of Swords reversed. And so there is, this feeling, this could have to do with communicating your truth. It could have to do with trusting yourself. It could have to do with honoring the voice of your inner child. It could have to do with feeling unheard. So whichever one of those seems to be a thing, or any combination thereof, let that be a guide and a focus as you move forward this week. Hey, Robin Renee, so great to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using the members only emojis. Let's look at your week. Justice. So this is great. This week, I think you will find balance. I think you will recognize that you are doing work to bring more fairness to the world, more social justice. You may find a situation where you have been treated unfairly before, that will be rectified, or that in a similar situation, you will be treated more fairly. So overall, balance, fair treatment, and the long arc of justice. These are the things that we're thinking about this week for you, and it's powerful. Selma. So Selma, on Mondays, we do a card for the week ahead, so it may or may not reflect your current situation today. Of course, we are all wishing you the best. But let's take a look and do your card for the week, Selma. Selma, Queen of Cups. Today and all week, stay rooted in your love. Stay rooted in your ability to be a nurturer. Stay rooted not in the emotions that cause you worry and anxiety, but in the power of your love. And if you can do that, all will ultimately be well. Hey, Horse Fan Dunn, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Horse Fan Dunn, your card for the week, the King of Cups. This week, be in that high vibration of unconditional love. Be in that space of connection to love in all its elements, in all its forms. Recognize that you really are you are a leader on the planet here. From your home, where not that many people see you or know you, you send an energy into the universe that helps the universe. And maybe it helps you too. Baby Cakes, look at you. Your emoji game is strong today. Nice to see you. Here is a card for your week. Woohoo! Ace of Wands. This week is a good week to have some fun, to start a new project, to start a new creative project specifically, to start a new activity, even a new sport. Go to the gym. Great time for initiation of things that are spiritual, creative, fun, motivational, athletic, any of those things. This is a very, very positive card for this week for you. Hey, Ben, Libra does tarot. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for the week. Yes, indeed. The Queen of Wands reversed. So this week, you want to think about the power that is available to you that you're not using, and why. Why are you not using? What are the ways that you are subduing yourself when you probably shouldn't be? What are the ways you are not acknowledging your strength, your power, your creativity, your talent? And what could you do to get out of your own way? That's what you need to think about this week, my friend. Teresa, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Teresa Chase, thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week for you. Woohoo! King of Wands, upright. So this week, you may find yourself in a situation of being able to be very self-determining around your well-being, around your creativity, around your spirituality. If you're looking for a guy, this could be a great guy for you as well, just saying. So this bodes very well for you in terms of your power to do, your power to lead, and your power to attract. Hey, Maria Barisi, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, a card for you and a card for Anthony. Yes, indeed. All right, Maria. 9 of Cups reversed. I think this is a hard week in some ways, on an emotional level, in terms of like the things that you wish were different, the things that are not satisfactory. I feel like those things could weigh on you a little this week. And it's okay, it's okay to regret that things are not the way you would like them to be. But you can't live in that energy. So acknowledge, but also try to find your way to some things that are satisfying. That's really your goal, is to seek out the things that will please you and will satisfy you. All right, Anthony. Ooh, I shuffled, but yet again, the Ace of Wands has come up, and this is a great card for you, Anthony. It is all about initiation, starting something new. Could be on a motivational level, could be on a creative level, could be on a spiritual level, could be, so this could be a new job, a new project, could be anything new, but something new that really is a spark that could be very successful, that could be very exciting. So this is great. Kim K, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and a card for Belinda, of course. Let's start with you, Kim. Here is a card for you. 9 of Swords, Kim. I feel like there's some stuff going on here where you are really very worried or upset or have a lot on your mind. Is that true? If that is true, I think you really have to think about, like, what are those things? And are there things you can do something about? And if they are, what can you do and do that thing? And if they're not, then I think you need to find a way to not stay in this space because it's heavy. And Belinda. There's that card again. 6 of Swords reversed. For you, I feel like it might be a feeling of being a little stuck, of not feeling like you are moving forward the way you want to. And I think you have to think about that. Like, is there something you need to do, or is this just the speed that it is and you have to be patient? That's what you have to figure out. All right. Christina R., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and a card for Karen Winkle, most certainly. Okay, so Christina, Queen of Pentacles, you go, girl. I feel like this week you're really going to start to feel like you're on top of things. Work, school, home, family, all the things. You're going to feel like you have some handle. You're going to feel like you have a light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to feel sort of grounded and competent. That's going to feel good and appropriate. All right. Karen Winkle. We know Karen Winkle is a member here, and we appreciate that. Okay. Karen Winkle. Knight of Swords. So Karen, this week you may really have to focus on communication, whether that is writing, work, or family. And, sort of like, don't wait to speak your truth. If you have to speak your truth, do it in a way that it can be heard. Do it in a way that doesn't hurt you, but don't wait to speak your truth. Seriously. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. 10 of Cups. Kathy, that's so good. I don't know if you'll be gathering with family this week, or if it's just the people that you have around you right now, or even, the possibility of new people coming into your life. But this is a card that speaks of happiness, especially happiness with loving people, family, friends, romance, any of that. So that's really good. If that is in your life right now, then celebrate it. If that's not in your life right now, it could be coming for sure, for sure. And thank you for your love for my fairy godmother picture. All right. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Kathy did that too. We always appreciate that. All right. So, Jackie, I shuffled, but you also get the Queen of Pentacles, which, again, we have been like sort of watching this journey with you of like some real ups and downs at work and in your own sort of relationship with yourself. And this is really affirmation that things are moving forward in such a good way. And you are doing all the right things to kind of show up the way you need to show up, to be in the situation that you need to be in, to create what you need to create. Very, very well done. Hey, Kim Moore, so nice to see you. Glad that you are here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week for you. I shuffled! So I'm glad that the Queen of Pentacles is starting to take over all those swords, right? So here we see grounding, we see financial resources, we see health resources. Basically, Kim, we see you having all the resources that you need to have to be the nurturer, to be the grounded and grounding one as you go forward. And this also speaks well for business. So both family and business, you have the power. And I'm just skipping ahead for 1 minute. Ben agreeing with me, my thoughts about collective readings. Collective readings can always have a note of truth for you or some good advice, maybe even a heads up so you can ready for what the day may bring, right? There you go. There we go. All right. Sirius Shakir, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. 10 of Wands. Man, it's a heavy load you got on you. I don't know how much of this is about work or family or like holiday week or what it is, but I think you're feeling very overburdened, and there may be ways that that feels not good. So you got to think about, are there burdens that you're carrying that you can carry and you should carry and you just got to be okay with it? Are there burdens that you're carrying that really aren't yours to carry? Emotional burdens from the past, worries about things you can't do anything about. Separate it out. Don't carry more than you should. Hey, Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. I shuffled! But, here you are feeling kind of overwhelmed as well, Gemini Sun. It is what it is. And I think for you, this may be a tough week for a few different reasons. And again, do not take on more than you can. Do not try to be all things to all people. And if there are inappropriate expectations upon you, then disabuse people of the notion that you will be doing the things that you will not be doing. Be firm about your boundaries. Lisa McCord, so nice to see you. A card for the week ahead. Here we go. 9 of Wands. So, Lisa, this week you may have to be patient. You may be going through some difficult things. And there may be ways that you have to also have very good boundaries. There may be ways that you're showing up as more defensive than you should. So take a look at that as well. So where do you need to be patient? Where do you need to have boundaries? Where might you be overly defensive? Those are some things you need to think about. Hey, Zuri, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week ahead. We're back to all this now. Knight of Swords. So I think you're going to get a lot done this week, Zuri. The week's going to go by quickly, but you will get a lot of what's been hanging over your head, whether that's in terms of writing or learning. You're going to get it done and you'll do fine. Okay, Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Oh, this is nice. Mystics Haven, 3 of Cups. I think this week you will spend time with people you really enjoy. And I think that you will have, very, very positive, very positive interactions with others this week. And it will cause you to remember that you are loved and that you have some good people around you. Okay, Raquel. So it's your birthday. Go, Shorty. It's your birthday. Gonna pull a card for you like it's your birthday, because it is. All right. So we'll do an extra card for you because it's your birthday. So first of all, a birthday card. I love saying that. What does Raquel need to know on her birthday? 6 of Cups. You're not getting older, you're getting better. Seriously. Use this day to reflect on all the wonderful things you've done, all the wonderful things you've learned, and how your past provides a beautiful foundation for your life going forward. All right, and a card for the week ahead for you, Raquel. 4 of Swords. I think this week could be a little tiring. There could be a need to take some time off, to take some time for yourself, to retreat a little, to take care of yourself. Let self-care be an important thing this week. And a card for Cassandra. We've seen this one before. Cassandra, whether at work or at home, whatever it is, this week you really have to nurture the truth and do the right thing. And you have to trust your judgment. How about that? This week, really be careful about trusting your judgment. Okay, Carrie Dunnick, so nice to see you. Glad you're here. Hang on a minute here, I just over-scrolled. Hang on a minute. Where are we? Carrie Dunnick, there you are. All righty. Here is a card for you. Carrie Dunnick, look at that. I am shuffling, but there are definitely themes. Goes back to that whole concept around the collective reading, doesn't it? Carrie, King of Swords for you. Real opportunity for leadership. Real opportunity, like if it's a choice between say it or don't say it, ask for it or don't ask for it, say it and ask for it. Real opportunity to move forward using your knowledge, experience, intelligence, and integrity to move forward in really good ways. So whether that forward motion happens this week, whether the opportunities appear this week, one way or the other, this energy is with you. And so take that and know that it is moving you forward in a positive way. Okay. And Horst Van Dun reminds us that the full moon is on the 16th. So, all right. That's why Passover and Easter are so close together this time around. Got it. Makes sense. Okay. DeAndre, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week for you. The Knight of Wands. DeAndre, if you want something, you have to go for it. You go for it. Don't wait for it to come to you. Don't let other people discourage you. You go for it and you find a way. Okay, horse fan done. A card for Doug. Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Judgment reversed. Doug, there's some things you've been working on that you haven't finished. This week you'll have a chance to continue to work on them. Okay, Ivan Morris, nice to see you. Lexi still learning, a card for the week. Princess of Wands, that's like the Page of Wands. This week, focus on having some fun. Focus on being youthful. Focus on learning. I know your name is still learning, so focus on learning, especially the things that you enjoy the most and the things that speak to you the most. Take time to learn and practice the things that matter to you. Genie Mnuchin, so glad to get the Two of Cups. Beth and I hit some bumps and had to process the group piece. It had me worried and I felt somewhat calm. I feel somewhat calm that we'll work through it. I believe that Two of Cups is a helpful card there for sure. Hey, Linda Armstrong, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Okay, here we go. Linda Armstrong, a card for you. Oh, when you say you seriously need a card, I don't know that you wanted this one. 10 of Swords. Girl, you got some stuff going on. And you have to really look at it. You have to look at what's going on and you have to process it. If that means you need time, you need rest, that's fine. If that means there are issues you have to respond to them, but respond appropriately. Don't over-respond. You can have a tendency, because of some of the things you've been through, Linda, you can have a tendency toward hypervigilance. And so you don't have to be hypervigilant, but you do have to be aware of what's going on and where are you responsible to yourself to make yourself feel better? Where are you responsible to others? Where are you not responsible to others? And these are things that you need to process this week. Well, it'll probably take more than a week, but definitely this week for sure, for sure. Okay, Kimmy R. would also like a card for the week, of course. Kimmy R., Queen of Wands reversed. This might be a little bit of a tiring week for you, Kimmy. Whether there's a lot to do or whether you are just tired or whether you're feeling uninspired about some of what you are doing or have to do. One way or the other, try to take time to find your energy, to remember your passions, to remember your sense of humor, to reclaim those things. I think that's what you need to do this week. Hey, White Magic Witch, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. 5 of Cups. So, White Magic Witch, there have been some things going on, and there are some things going on this week that are not as you would prefer them. But, sometimes you have to let go of something to get what you want in the long run. So, in the long run, I think there's a lot of hope for your success, but you may have to let go of some of what you've been hoping for. Oh, Nalini, you're right. I feel stuck trying to figure out how to move forward in life. Fear can be paralyzing. Yep. I'm ready to live a more fulfilling life in every way. There you go. Hey, Amy Mauser. Amy Mauser, nice to see you. Amy, I shuffled. Amy. So, whether it has to do with the holiday season that we're in, whether it just has to do with your own healing cycles or things going on in the family, there are some challenges here. And this week, you have to really look at what is really a problem, what is really a challenge, how do you handle it, and what are the things that are making you feel a certain way, and how do you handle that, and how do you not let the history of trauma, especially the trauma that comes from words and beliefs, how do you not let that continue on in your life going forward? That's the key. Hey, Charles Saddlemeyer, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Okay. Card for you and a card for Lucian. Of course, we'll start with you. Chara. You got it too. The Queen of Wands reversed. This week, you got to dig deep to remember what nourishes you and what nurtures you. Find the things that you used to enjoy and do them again. Well, that depends, man. We used to enjoy some crazy things back in the day. I don't know about that. Anyway, talking to me, not you there. Really try to nurture your creativity and your spirituality. That's really the key. Now for Lucian. Lucian, Nine of Swords. Lucian, there's stuff bugging you. Try to talk to someone about what's bugging you. Try to think about what's bugging you and try to think about it in the big picture. Try to find solutions, and don't you feel responsible for anyone else's behavior. Horse Van Dunn, thank you for those nice words. Lynn Collin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Four of Swords. Take some time off. Seriously, I hope you get some time off this week. I bet you do. You need to rest. You need time away. You need to do something fun for yourself. Your self-care is so important right now. That's what I got to say to you. Deb Powers, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I could really use a card for me and one for Jared, please. It's looking like a rough, life-changing week. I'm so sorry. All right, Deb, what you need to know as you go into this week. Yeah, there are certainly a lot of worries. You can see I'm shuffling. These same cards keep coming up, right? There are a lot of worries, but you don't know what you don't know. And so it's good to have a plan for every contingency. It's good to have a hope for a positive outcome. It's good to be present for whatever is. But above all else, know that you have the strength to do whatever needs to be done this week. And for Jared, Princess of Swords reversed, which is also the Page of Swords reversed. Jared, I feel like you have a lot of things going on in your head that you're not quite sure how to communicate or where it's appropriate to communicate. And it is probably better this week to say more rather than less, especially to the people you care about. Do not be afraid to say what's on your mind. All right. Hey, Betty Fleischer, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Definitely not too late. Here is a card for you. Woo! Did you see that? Cards just flew out. 3 of them. Okay, so Betty, I have to give this to you. You got a lot going on, and even though it's not never-ending, it feels never-ending. Find the balance. Find the way to make things work. If something's not working, you have to change the way you're doing it. All right. Thank you all so much for your kind feedback. I really appreciate it. Oh, Deb, I love the Queen of Pentacles. She's my inner girl. There you go. All right. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. I need to say thank you to Wendy Milano for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to Angelic Michelle for the super sticker. So appreciated. Thank you, both of you. Really, really appreciate that. Ha, Lynn, you called out today. That's so great. That's so great. Okay, here we go. Scrolling back up. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. What Kathy said. Hit the like button. Most appreciated. Okay. Hey, Caroline, nice to see you. All right, Wendy Milana. Wendy, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for being a member here. Really appreciate that. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. There is certainly a card for you here. Oh, look at you, the Three of Cups. I feel like this week you may make some new friends. Excuse me, you may feel some great connection with community, either online or in person. You may enjoy being with someone that you really care about. This week, you're going to really be in a place of enjoyment, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, Caroline, a card for the week. Yes, indeed. Caroline, Justice. This is also a card that's been showing up a lot today. Justice, Caroline. This week, it is all about finding balance and figuring out the right thing. And recognize that there are experts who are trying to figure out the right thing, but you may have some insight that could help them. Okay, Chara, could I possibly get a card for my daughter, Justina, as well? Yes, yes, yes. Ah, card on the floor, but it didn't land face up, so it's not yours. All right. Okay. Oh, and before we do Justina, Deb Powers, thank you so very much for the super sticker. And thank you for being a member. Really appreciate that. Okay, Chara, here's a card for Justina. The Three of Pentacles. So this is all about work, whether that's a job or schoolwork or work within the house or work on yourself. The key for Justina is to focus on work and recognize that there will be recognition for jobs well done, that will feel good, and within that there is growth and learning. Okay. Oh, Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for your kind words. Angelic Michelle, thank you for helping us out with a super sticker. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for using a members only emoji. Here is a card for you. Ooh, Knight of Wands for you, Michelle. This week, have some fun. Pursue the things that matter to you. Recognize you have the freedom to do that now. Enjoy that freedom. Enjoy the things that are fun, the things that are spiritual, the things that are creative. Make them your priority. Oh, I really appreciate, so many of you have kind words for me. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you very much. Oh, Deb, that was a definite confirmation of what I know. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. Oh, Wendy, the Three of Cups is perfect. You're doing a lot of collaborating with some cool people at work this week. That's fabulous. Oh, Caroline, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. That is great. Lynn, not only was my card spot on, I'm really feeling the collective reading as well. Yeah, glad you took a day off today for sure. All right. Nesdi, I can absolutely do a card for you. Here you go. Nine of Wands. This week, you're going to have to be patient. There may be some healing that you really need to embrace. You want to think about how to embrace your healing. It's like you know you need to heal, but you've been putting it off, and you can't put it off forever. All right. My friends, I've come to the end of our list as I see it. If I accidentally missed you, or if you're just getting here, if I accidentally missed you, please do reiterate your request. If you're just getting here, get that request in. It is last call for readings, y'all. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday, be there or be square. The link is right here, Tarot for Self-Care. And as Horace Van Dunn pointed out, there's a really great astrological thing happening on that day. Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, so very appropriate for our theme. So make sure you join us. Samantha, yeah, you can get a card, absolutely. The Emperor. Samantha, this week you will find some things that will bring you some stability that you're looking for. And that will be very positive for you. Recognize, too, that you have the ability for leadership. All right, my friends. Remember, okay, in the descriptions here, there are links for all the good things. Readings with me, my newsletter, my books, my classes, all the stuff. Remember that we do free classes here on YouTube, and one of them's tomorrow, and the link for that is right here on this channel. So make sure you join us. I appreciate all of you so much. Special shout out to all our members and to those who helped out today with super chats and super stickers. I appreciate all of you so much. It is great to start the week with you. May it be a good week for all. If you are celebrating anything this week, birthday, Passover, Easter, full moon, whatever it is, if you are celebrating something, we're celebrating with you. If you're going through a tough time this week, we're holding space for you. I appreciate y'all so very much. Take good care.